Peace. What's going on, family? How you doing today? It is the 23rd. Happy Sabbath to you. I know you're doing well. I'm glad and joyful to be alive another day. Yesterday was very productive. And so, yeah, I'm grateful for any opportunity to work in the financial aspect, in a spiritual aspect, in a heart aspect, in a mental aspect. And so I'm learning balance with that, right? So just as much as it's important to want to make sure that you have finances, you want to make sure that you're feeding your soul, you're feeding your spirit, you're feeding your heart, you're feeding your mind. And so yeah, sometimes I'm like, man, I'm exhausted because I'm doing too much physical. And so it's like, pray to God for the discernment and for your heart. And so I've been going back and writing a lot more. I'm really, really behind on the journals with RTK, with Real Talk Kim. So if you don't know anything about that, go on the prayer call. She is on there every Monday through Friday from this week and last week. It's called No Vacancy. Finally got my journals. So I'm going to transfer some of it into my new journals now. They're 99 cents at Walmart or the dollar store or whatever, just to start fresh and not have to skip around in old notebooks, right? And so I'm excited for this because you're able to process and see your feelings. And just like journaling, but you're randomly writing your feels down, but now you have a more organized way of setting your intention for the day. And so I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that. And so I just want to say shout out to my our RTK family on there and on here, and just keep going, keep processing, keep growing, keep evolving, keep healing, because the work is not easy, but it's so worth it, right? And so yeah, I am so grateful to be on here today. It is hot, but it feels really good. So I'm baking. You know what I'm saying? This is my little sun time. I got my little 40 minutes, and then I'm in the car. And this is like a sauna for me. So since I may or may not have time for that right now, but I'll make sure Sunday I'm going to get it in. But this is my sauna time. So anyway, I love you guys. And today, I didn't do yesterday's, even though it's the weekend. I'm still going to do Saturday and Sunday to make up for the other days because, just with the mess that's Monday through Friday, and I'm kind of behind. So I just want to make sure that when I look back, I do 30 days or the 31 days or however many days June has, right? So, yeah, you know, really trying to work on that. I'm going to really hone in on taking the time to carve out a consistent time and do that. However, with my schedule, it's hard to do, but I know I'm able. I just have to fit it in and focus. So, but yeah, this is a challenge for me. So anyway, the person of the day is going to be Frank Ocean. I love his music. I love his album. Yeah, I just want to get back to listening to music. I realized all these people are mostly artists, period. And so, yeah, Frank Ocean, born Christopher Edwin Brew, October 28th, 1987, is an American songwriter, singer, and rapper. His early works are credited by some critics for pioneering the alternative R&B genre. Ocean has won 2 Grammy Awards and a Brit Award for International Male Solo Artist, among other accolades, and his 2 studio albums have been listed on Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Albums of All Time 2020. Ocean began his musical career as a ghostwriter prior to joining the hip-hop collective Odd Future in 2010. The following year, he released his first mixtape, Nostalgia Ultra, and subsequently secured a recording contract with Def Jam Recordings. His first studio album, The Eclectic Channel Orange, in 2012. My God, that changed my life forever. That year, 2012, is a very impactful year, and I'll break that down as my journey continues. But that was a great year with many peaks, but it was just as amazing as it was. It was very, very challenging, and it probably was one of the most challenging years of my life. However, it was the kickstarter of my healing. I'll say that, right? And so my coming to God real moment, right? So incorporated R&B and soul styles at the 2013 Grammy Awards. Channel Orange was nominated for Album of the Year and won Best Urban Contemporary Album. One of its singles, Thinking About You, was nominated for Record of the Year. He was named by Time as one of the world's most influential people in 2013. After a 4-year hiatus, Ocean released a visual album titled Endless in 2016 to fulfill contractual obligations with Def Jam. Ocean self-released his second studio album, Blonde, a day after Endless release. Blonde expanded on Ocean's experimental musical approach and ranked first on Pitchfork's list of the albums of the 2010s decade. It was the first #1 album on Billboard's 200 and was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America, RIAA. From 2012 onwards, Ocean was released sporadic singles, working as a photographer for magazines. He launched Fashion Homer and started Homer Radio. He had 14 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 over the course of his career. His early life, he was born in Long Beach, California. His father is Calvin Edward Cooksey and was a singer and keyboardist, and his mother is Katanya Bro Riley and would later worked as a residential contractor. Raised by his mother after his parents divorced when he was 6 years old. He was 5 when he and his family relocated to New Orleans area. He was raised Christian, including a brief time as a practicing Catholic. Ocean's grandfather, Lionel McCruder Jr., was a father figure for Ocean after his father left the family. Lionel was a recovering drug addict and later served as a mentor at the AA Anonymous meetings. He would take Ocean to these meetings, which was the inspiration behind Ocean's song Crack Rock from Channel Orange. He also gave him the nickname Lonnie, which Frank Ocean still uses today. He died in 2010, and Frank dedicated a song to him called There Will Be Tears on his mixtape Nostalgia Ultra. He also mentioned him on his 2017 single Lens. That's amazing and so cool. After graduating from John Ehret High School in Marrero, Louisiana, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Marrero, Louisiana, in 2005, Ocean enrolled in the University of New Orleans to study English. However, Hurricane Katrina struck New Orleans in August 2005, destroying his home, his recording facility, and forcing him to transfer to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. He stayed there for a brief time, dropping out, and decided to focus on his music career, right? Look at God. And so, school to music, right? So his career from 2006 to 2011. In 2006, Ocean moved to Los Angeles to pursue his music career, working at various fast food and service jobs to support himself. In less than 3 years, he established himself as a songwriter under the name of Lonnie Bro, and after getting a songwriting deal, Ocean wrote songs for artists including Justin Bieber, Beyonce, John Legend, and Brandy. Ocean later said of his work at the time, there was a point where I was composing for other people, and it might have been comfy to continue to do that, enjoy that income stream and the anonymity, but that's not why I moved away from the school and from family. Frank Ocean adopted that stage name, getting the name from Frank Sinatra. That's a cool cat right there, Frank Sinatra. If you don't know who that is, do your research, and I'm going to do the same. All right, because there's always some more that you can learn about people. You can never know enough about not only yourself, but other people, right? And so in the 1960 film Ocean's 11, which Sinatra starred in, soon after that, he joined Los Angeles-based hip-hop collective Odd Future, whom he had met in 2009. His friendship with Odd Future member Tyler, the Creator, reinvigorated Ocean's songwriting. In late 2009, he met Tricky Stewart, who helped him sign a writing contract with Def Jam Recordings. Ocean felt like the label neglected him, and he began working on mixtapes and putting his own input, right? And just kind of, I guess, going on his own route as far as being and controlling his own music, right? And so a lot of us tend to want to just have our own artistry, and I'm learning like going independent is not just the way. That's a real thing, and it's hard, but you have so much more control, and I understand more and more why people do that, right? It's a great corporation, and they'll fund you, and they'll give you the things and the items and for the masses, right? However, you don't have much control over what it is that you want to do as far as your artistry and when and how you do things. And so it just almost goes back to the like the 9 to 5, like, right, the music industry is like a 9 to 5. It's a big corporation, they'll fund you, the name is known. However, when you work for yourself, that is being, independent now. And I understand that. However, it's hard, and so you may have to go through that and few bumps in the road to get to that point. But I totally get now why people do it. Before, when I was younger, I didn't understand. I'm like, bro, why you have all these people out there doing that when you can have this, that, and the third? But I get it now. I totally get it. Because it's like your individuality is gone now, to a certain degree, right? You're you, but not really. Or I may be wrong, you know what I mean? But that's just to my understanding. And he's been working on this mixtape without any input into February 16, 2011. Ocean self-released the resulting mixtape Nostalgia Ultra online for free. The mixtape received critical acclaim. The mixtape focuses on interpersonal relationship, personal reflection, and social commentary. NPR's Andrew Nas said Ocean's songwriting is smart and subtle, setting him apart from the pack. Rolling Stone magazine's Jonah Wiener wrote that Ocean was a gifted avant R&B smoothie. What a compliment, right? In April 2011, Ocean stated that his relationship with Def Jam had strengthened since the release of the Nostalgia. Ultra, the mixtape, made Ocean worldwide known and led his collaborations with Jay-Z, Kanye West. Ocean first appeared in Tyler, the Creator's music video of the single She from Tyler's debut studio album Goblin 2011. His first performance was in collaboration with Odd Future at the 2011 Coachella Valley Music and Artists Festival, where he later joined from their first tour across the East Coast of the United States. On the 19th of May 2011, Ocean's record label Def Jam announced his plans to re-release Nostalgia Ultra as an EP. The single Novocaine was released to iTunes in May 2010. An EP originally was set to be released the next month, but he was delayed. In June 2010, Ocean revealed that he would work on the upcoming Kanye West and Jay-Z collaborative album Watch the Throne. Ocean co-wrote and featured on 2 tracks, No Church in the Wild and Made in America. Man, those 2 go hard. I love those 2 songs. Woo! Yeah. Gonna listen to that today. On July 28, 2011, it's like those kind of songs bring like nostalgia, it's crazy. It was later revealed that song was a reference track written by Ocean for Roc Nation artist Bridget Kelly's debut album, studio album. Kelly renamed the song Thinking About Forever in September of 2011. A music video directed by High Five Collective for Ocean's version was released, yet the song still appeared on Kelly's debut EP, Every Girl. In August 2011, Frank Ocean made his first appearance on the cover of the publication The Fader in its 75th issue. All right, so 2012, 2013, Channel Orange made its like big debut for him. That's what I've really kind of known him for, like Thinking About You. Ocean released his cover art for his debut studio album's lead song, revealing the song will be digital and April 10th, 2012. A month earlier, he remastered a version of the song, but it had got leaked, right? So the prospective single said it sufficiently defines me as an artist, quote unquote, for where I am right now, and that was the aim, he said of the follow-up to his acclaimed Nostalgia Ultra. It's about the stories. If I write 14 stories that I love, then the next step is to get the environment of music around to its best. envelope the story, envelop the story in all kinds of sonic goodness. And Alexis Pedris in 2012 said, perhaps this is R&B's Ziggy Stardust moment, where the controversy and the publicity surrounding an artist's sexuality and the brilliance of his latest album combined to give his career unstoppable momentum. That's amazing. I just remember it being a big thing, like, oh, he's gay, he's singing about a man, you know. It was beautiful, and it still is, regardless of who he was singing to, right? Because there's tons of songs out there that you'll be surprised it probably wasn't between a man and a woman. And if it was, either way, love is love, right? Man, woman, 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 man, man. Love is love is love is love. Right? And so in 2012, Ocean released his debut album, Channel Orange, to universal acclaim from critics who later named it the best album of the year in the HMV's poll of polls. It also earned Ocean's 6th Grammy Award nomination. It was credited by some writers for moving the R&B genre in different, more challenging direction. Considering as Ocean's first commercial release on a traditional record label, Channel Orange featured unconventional songs that were noted for their storytelling and social commentary, in a dense musical fusion that drew on jazz, soul, and R&B, funk, and electronic music also influenced his album. The song about unrequited love in particular received the most attention, partly because of Ocean's announcement. All right, so prior to the album's release, he revealed that his first love was a man. The announcement made global headline, and some critics compared his cultural impact to David Bowie revealing that he was bisexual in 1972. Channel Orange debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and sold 131,000 copies in his first week. Bravery. Majority of his first week sales were digital copies from iTunes, while approximately 3,000 of the sales were physical copies. On January 30th, Channel Orange was certified gold by RIAA. By September 2014, it had sold 621,000 copies, according to the Nelson SoundScan. In 2012 summer tour, Ocean promoted the album. Coachella and Lollapalooza festivals, where he made his final appearances. And at 2013 Brit Awards, Ocean won the Brit Award for International Male Solo Artist. May 28, 2013, Ocean announced the You're Not Dead 2013 tour, a 14-day European and Canadian tour that began on June 16, 2013 in Munich. He had been scheduled to perform at the first night of OVO Fest on August 4th, 2013. However, he was forced to cancel his appearance due to a small vocal cord injury. The first night of the musical festival was subsequently canceled, and James Blake was booked to appear during the second night as Ocean's replacement. Ocean appeared on John Mayer's album Paradise Valley as a featured artist on a song called Wildfire. So 2013... 2016, Endless and Blonde. In February 2013, Ocean confirmed that he had started work on his second studio album, which he confirmed would be another concept album, working with Pharrell Williams, Danger Mouse on the record, Tyler the Creator. He later stated that he was being influenced by the Beach Boys and the Beatles. BB. He stated that he was interested in collaborating with Tame Impala, King Cruel, and the album in Bora Bora was a part of that, right? In March of 2014, the 10th to be exact, the song Hero was made available for free download on SoundCloud. This song is a collaboration with Mick Jones, Paul Simonon, and Diplo, and is a part of the Converse's 3-artist, 1-song series. April of the same year, Ocean stated that his second album was nearly finished. September of 2014, critical success and musical awards enabled new management and representation for Ocean. Ocean signed with Mark Gillespie of 360 Entertainment. In June, Billboard reported that the singer was working with a string of artists such as Happy Perez, whom he worked with on Nostalgia Ultra, Charlie Gambetta, and Kevin Ristro while working with Hit Boy, the producer, Rodney Jerkins, and Danger Mouse, who are also said to be on board. November 2019 of the same year, Ocean released a snippet of a new song, supposedly from his upcoming follow-up to Channel Orange, called Memorize. On the official Tumblr page, The Guardian described as the song a song which affirms that despite reportedly changing labels and management, he has maintained both his experimentation with melancholy in the intervening years. On April 6, 2015, Ocean announced that his follow-up to Channel Orange will be released in July. The album was ultimately released in July with no explanation given for his delay. The publication was rumored to be called Boys Don't Cry, and the album was slated to feature the aforementioned Memorize. All right. Excuse me one moment, guys. Alright.
YouTube or TikTok?
Yeah, I'm doing YouTube. I'm doing YouTube over here. Hold on. Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't want you to say too much because this is going to go online. So. But, it's all good. I just wanted you to talk about it. Hold on. Okay. You don't mind talking about it? Okay. He said 12, but he'll give me a little bit more time because he knows my situation. I explained to him what happened, so I was just going to do a quick shower. So. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. All right. Let me finish this, and then I'm going to talk to you. Yeah, man, that was crazy. All right, so excuse me, guys, for that brief commercial. That's my co-worker, my church member, a dear friend of mine. All right. So the song was re-edited by West, and the Ocean's part was re-separated and listed on the track list as his own title. It's only gonna be a couple more minutes, guys. We're almost done. Okay. I know these videos are getting quite lengthy, but I want to make sure that you guys know that I take this serious and that, you know, I'm doing my little bit of homework, right? So, after that, The Boys Don't Cry was released. And then he live streamed 2016 on Apple Music and directed a project called Endless. All right. Started to get his popularity around that time. Jeff Jam sang the artist in 2009, and he described his negotiation label as a 7-year chess game, while adding that he had many recordings to do in between that time. All right, some of this is really not that importante now that I'm kind of seeing it, but I thought it was at the time. Wrap this up. 2017 to the present. We worked with Scottish DJ Calvin Harris. Migos were featured on that song as well. Takeoff was not on the song, but it was released in the 23rd of February of that same year. Subsequent episode of Wanted Radio in April, Viking featuring Jay-Z and Tyler the Creator called Lens. So we talked about that earlier. They're reiterating about that. And yeah, he worked with A$AP Rocky, Moon River in 2018. So he's been consistent, like every year. It may not have been as blown up as what Palace were shows where he had discussions about being an openly queer black man in contemporary rap music. The vinyl for Little Demon was canceled and refunds were provided. Ocean then set up headlines for Coachella, but due to COVID, the festival was postponed. A lot of things shut down. The world shut down in COVID, right? So then turned back around 2011, he revealed a fashion project called Homer. He initially announced by the singer Financial Times interview and a Q&A sent in the press release. Homer was simply stated as an independent American luxury company founded by Frank Ocean in an Instagram story. This project has kept my mind moving and my imagination turning throughout it all. My hope is to make things last that are hard to do a story, see it in stone. This is a 3-year in the making, and there is so much I'm excited to share with all you strangers. Love the jewelry company, which has already collaborated with Prada Cities. He cites inspiration from childhood obsessions and heritage as a fantasy. Right? And so just to wrap it up here at the end, guys, thank you for being patient with me and to listening if you listened thus far. His musical style has been characterized as musical writers as an idiosyncratic in style. His music generally includes the electronic keyboard, often performed by Ocean himself, and is backed by some rhythm sections in the production. His compositions are often mid-tempo, unconventional melodies, and occasionally have an experimental song structure. In critical commentaries, he has been characterized as an avant-garde R&B artist, an avant soul singer. Stephen Hayden called him an introspective psych soul balladeer. Right. Yes, sir. Shower there and then go. Wrap it up, his political views. He does not talk about much on here. And, but yeah, the name change. Talked about that already. So yeah, guys. His photography, Ocean released a 365-page magazine, Boys Don't Cry, alongside his second album, Blonde. The fashion and automobile theme publication contains the photo project for Wolfgang Tillman, Vivian Sassin, Tyrone Levon, Ren Hain, Harley Weird, Michael Marin, and Ocean himself. 4 months later, British magazine Print published another photograph from Ocean. In that year, on 2017, Ocean attended and Met Gala as a photographer for Vogue. So he's doing a lot more behind the scenes work, which is incredible. Yeah, my bad, that one was kind of scattish, all over the place a little bit, but you know, you guys got the information. I did as well. I appreciate you for your patience. I will try and do one later on tonight, for sure tomorrow, just to catch up. Like I said, Monday through Friday, go to 5, but I wanted to do the extra 2 days this weekend to catch up from the 2 last week and the 2 this week that I may have missed for those 4 days. So, all right, you guys be great and grand. Have a great one. Be safe when you go out.